We're in the middle of a major shift in how we fight cancer. And it's especially true in one of the toughest places to treat, the spine. The old way of doing things is being replaced by something so much smarter, so much more personal, and that's what we're going to break down today. So, let's just start with this one big question. What if cancer care wasn't this one-size-fits-all kind of thing? What if, instead of treating a cancer based on where it is, we could treat it based on what's actually making it tick? This single idea, well, it's changing everything.
Okay, here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about why the spine is such a critical area. Then, we'll look at the standard approach we've used for years. After that, we dive into the huge breakthrough that led to a deeper understanding. Then we'll see exactly how treatment can be tailored to you. And we'll wrap up with what all this means, this new horizon of hope. All right, first things first, before we can even get into the treatments, we have to understand what we're trying to protect. The spine is an incredibly complex and delicate structure.
Just think about it. Your spine is your body's central pillar. It holds you up. But even more important, it's the protective housing for your spinal cord. And the spinal cord is basically the information superhighway for your entire nervous system. So you can see why any treatment near it has to be unbelievably precise. The stakes are just so high.
So, with that in mind, how have we traditionally taken on this challenge? Well, for decades, the approach has been built on a foundation we call the standard of care. And that standard of care has really been built around three powerful, life-saving tools that have been the backbone, no pun intended, of cancer treatment for a very long time. Let's take a quick look at what they are.
Yep, these are probably the big three you've heard of. You've got surgery, going in to physically cut out as much of the tumor as possible. Then there's radiation, using these high-energy beams to zap and kill cancer cells. And of course, chemotherapy, those powerful drugs that go through your whole body to hunt down any fast-growing cells. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. As effective as these can be, they were all designed for the average patient. The treatment was based on the tumor's location, not its unique biology. And that fact right there is what opened the door for a completely new way of thinking. Okay, let's get into this, because this is the moment where everything pivots. This is where the whole field of oncology took a massive leap forward, all because scientists started asking a totally different question. It really boils down to this simple but profound shift. We went from focusing on where the tumor was, cancer of the spine, to focusing on why it was growing in the first place. We stopped looking just at the location and started digging into the tumor's unique genetic blueprint. And the key that unlocked all of this is something called genomic testing. You might also hear it called biomarker testing or next-generation sequencing. Essentially, this technology lets scientists read the specific DNA of a tumor. They can find the exact errors, the mutations that are acting like a stuck gas pedal, telling the cell to grow and divide out of control. This is the perfect way to visualize it. For years, we were really just focused on trying to chop down the tree. But now, with this technology, we can actually map its genetic roots. And if you can understand what's happening below the surface, you have a much better chance of stopping the whole thing for good. And all of this incredible leap in understanding, it brings us to this new approach, precision oncology. At its heart, it's a beautifully simple idea. If a tumor's specific genetic mutation is the lock, then precision oncology is all about creating the perfect molecular key to fit that lock and shut the cancer down. It's about designing a treatment that matches a tumor's unique profile perfectly. This chart just lays out the difference so clearly. With standard care, the strategy is all about location and size. But with precision oncology, it's based on that unique genetic fingerprint. The testing goes from standard scans to advanced DNA profiling. Even radiation gets a huge upgrade, from broad beam to ultra-precise beams that can zero in on the tumor. And the medication, wow. We move from general chemotherapy to targeted drugs designed to flip a very specific off switch in the cancer cells. It's a fundamental change right across the board. Okay, so that's all the science, but let's get to the most important part. What does this actually mean for the people going through it? This is where we truly see a new horizon of hope opening up. The benefits aren't just theoretical, they are real and they are significant. We're talking better tumor control and much higher success rates when a therapy is matched to a specific mutation. And for spinal cancers especially, this means less pain and better mobility. Think about it. Instead of a treatment that hits your whole body, you get a drug that's like a heat-seeking missile for only the cancer cells. The result? You damage the target, not the healthy tissue around it. And that means a much better quality of life.
This pyramid is a great way to see how it all adds up. Each of those benefits, less pain, better control, fewer side effects, they're all building blocks. And when you stack them together, they build a strong foundation that leads to the ultimate goal: better outcomes and longer, healthier lives.
And here is maybe the most powerful example of that. For patients who have advanced cancers that have spread to the spine, this isn't just a small improvement. Precision drugs are allowing people to live years longer than we ever thought was possible just a decade ago. That is a truly profound, life-altering change. So that leaves us with this final thought. As medicine keeps getting more personal, more precise, what's the next frontier? Well, it's being shaped right now by specialized centers like Island Precision Oncology, which are dedicated to taking all these advanced genomic insights and building a cohesive, personalized treatment plan for every single patient. They're on the front lines of turning targeted hope into tailored treatment, and it's absolutely clear that this revolution is just getting started.